Hey guys, Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com and Wingboarding.com. Man, I tell you, we make these videos and I just got to put it all together or I just fall apart. You got to, how many times does it take to make these? Who knows? Hey, we're sitting here talking about foiling and progression and matching up tails to front wings. This is something that I get a lot of customers that come in here and they try to tell me they're trying to learn things like I'm trying to learn how to jibe, I'm trying to learn how to tack. For some reason, someone's going way faster than I am. Well, I want to tell you, most people do not upgrade their system. They stay where they're at and they continue riding the system that they learned on, and they should be progressing. That is a big part of the sport in foiling. Now, you increase your ride speed a little bit more. A lot of people have that fear of that. Well, that's not a big deal. You'll increase a little bit. It will feel like you're going a lot faster, but yet you need that speed to get the glide, to carry you through things such as your jibe and your tack. So a lot of people will watch me ride and they'll see I won't even bring my wing up, and we can almost do a full 360 around without ever bringing the wing and pulling the power in. Well, that is because we have upgraded and changed out the foils, and you should too. You should look at what you're riding on, look at your abilities, and then start progressing. So what I want to talk about is, this is the Sonar system. I've been on the Sonar system for many years since they came out. I love how it integrates, and I will tell you, I don't ride it because they give it to me. I ride it because I like it. It makes it simple to change out, pair things, and be ready to go and get out on the water really quick. But amazing wing system. So what I want to talk about is, a lot of people will begin riding a low aspect type wing. And what I mean by a low aspect wing, it's thicker or wider, the cord is wider than it is in width. Now what that does, it gives you more stability in the foil, less turn response, so nice and smooth in your turns. It's not going to throw you off, and you're learning. It gives you a good high lift type to it. This is the medium aspect, the MA from North, but they have made a lot of progressions in their MA foil, and this is becoming a very, very much an all-around type foil. I've got a lot of kiters that use this in the smaller sizes. Because of that stability and the smaller wings, they go at speed. So what are you going to get out of a medium aspect foil? You're going to get stability, you're going to get quick rise and quick lift, but look at the sizing. There's so many different sizes. Sizes are going to rate depending on your weight or depending on your abilities as well. Most of them, when you're learning, you're in somewhere between 1,500 to 2,000 size wings. That's a lot of learning size right there. But remember, the larger the wing you have, the slower that wing is going to fly through the water, so you're not going to get your speed built into it. Now, the next wing that they talk about that I really like, is one of my favorites to get people moved into, something that'll grow with them for a long time, is the Surf Series type wing. The Surf Series wing is a really good all-around type ride. Very, very close to the medium aspect, the MA, but it has more glide to it, more float, and stability in the turns. So if you're pushing this wing around, it doesn't want to fall off quickly and be as quick and nimble. So if you're riding one of these wings, I will tell you, it's pairing it with the right tail is what's going to give you your turn response. So you're going to get the all-around type ride and a little bit more glide. That's what you're going to get out with it, because it's a higher aspect and it's swept back a little bit, which causes stability in the foil. Now, the next one I'd like to talk about, a lot of people ask, high aspect. Why would I be on a high aspect? Should I be on a high aspect? A high aspect wing doesn't have any reflex to it. It's pretty much smooth, top and bottom, has a lot less profile to it. These run a lot with speed, and yes, they do glide. They glide very well, but it's all about mainly speed. If you want to get out and you're starting to pair wing race, kite race, wing race, whatever it may be, then the high aspect wings are something to look into. And I know they have a lot of bigger sizes in these, but yet it's going to be those smaller ones. But I will tell you, they've made some progression in wing design, and that's where they pull out what I call, and I will tell you, I think this is one of the biggest pigeonholed names that they do. Pigeonholing. What I mean by that, they call it a name and you set your head into it and you say that's all it's meant for. This is what they call the downwind. I would like to call this the glide. This wing, I will tell you, has reflex to it, so it has the speed a lot of the speed that comes into the high aspect, but yet it has a little bit more top shaping and that reflex on the bottom, so it has an amazing glide to it. So they call it a downwind, but I will tell you, this wing will move. It has a straighter outline, forward outline than a high aspect. You can see that, and that causes some instability. The instability can be used by getting that glide, then all of a sudden it moves really quick and real nimble if you get that tail correct. So that is a big importance. You want to know what I ride? It's right here. I love this wing. This wing, I can get out, pair a wing on it. I can really ride real fast with it. Not as fast as the high aspect, but believe me, I'm cooking. And it has an amazing glide and an amazing pump to it. But that instability will catch you. So don't be thinking that, oh man, I'm gonna get this downwind wing and this thing isn't gonna turn. This sucker turns, and it snap turns. I'm usually riding a 750 downwind when I'm winging. If I'm powered, no problem. Then I have an 820 and a 900 for my para-winging. It gives me my glide and a snappy type turn to it, but I can get back on it as well as the pump. If I'm pumping a surf wing, this usually takes 2 to 3 more pumps to one pump on this. So that's where you're gonna get your efficiency. And should you upgrade, if your riding is there, you're on foil 99% of the time, you're starting to nail your jibes, but you can't figure out how to carry through, yes, upgrade your wing. Jump into, if it's one of these, I love to move people. If you've been learning, jump into the Surf Series. When you jump into the Surf Series, also come down a size, depending on your weight. So I say I'm about 165, 170 pounds. And I'm usually in, if a 900 is my low wind wing and a 750 is my high wind, or I'm riding along and I still want my glide, but I still want my speed. That's what you're looking at in the front wings. Now, the most important thing that a lot of people do not do is they get a standard tail that comes with it and they don't change the tail. It is very important to match your tail to your riding ability, but also to your front wing. So if you're riding on some of these wings and you want to have more turn response, let's think about it. You've got a 270 back here, a lot of surface area. These also create lift. So you got lift, but you got little flipped up tails, larger size. So to move this wing through the water is going to take a lot more effort to that foil. That's going to slow you down. So a lot of people will start on a 270. They had it come with the system, but a lot of times I'm moving quickly out of that. So if you're on a 270 and you're doing good, but you want a little bit more turn response in the front wing that you have, go down to like a 210 or a 208. You can see these a little bit smaller. That's going to give you a little bit more turn response to it. So if you're happy with the front wing, you like riding at that speed, then if you want to make it a little bit more nimble and quick and get your turn to come around a little bit smoother, jump down to a 208 or a 210. You will really like that. Now, the other wings that they come down, and we start going down to the sizes like a 178, all the way down to a 158, and the smallest being a 122. And all people go, what in the world? So when you jump down and you get into the sizes in the 178, 145, 158, these tails will give you a lot more response. Now remember, they're also going to reduce some of your lift. So getting up, it's going to take a little bit more effort to get up on foil. But when it gets up, these tails are going to be a lot freer and a lot smoother and allow that tail to move around and get you into motion, get you into your turns, and be a lot more responsive. I really like, one of the most favorite tails that I have is a 158. I can go down smaller, increase ride speed, less drag, it gets going faster, but it gets a little too twitchy sometimes, so when I'm really pushing at the bottom, it'll go beyond where I want it to go, and it can really throw you off if you get that board to pivot around, or that foil to pivot around a little bit too fast. So that's up to you. This still gives me a good amount of pump release on the tail, as well as it gives me my glide, and it gives me my speed that I want. So I've kind of moved. I have the two main tails I use, a 145 and a 158, but this is usually my go-to. Now, there are the smaller size tails you've got, and the thinner ones like this. These, what they would call their glide type wings. So if you want to get out there and do the pumping, jump into your downwind type wings or high aspects, and you want to get something that's pumping, you can tell that they're a little more narrow, shorter cord in there. And that allows that quick change of angle and make that tail really snappy and real quick in the pumping. But again, it's going to reduce your lift. So you need to think about if that's the direction you want to go. So it's a lot of tuning, a lot of trial and error, but I will tell you, most people change that front wing, go down the next size down. Give us a call if you have any questions on it, because I love to tune the right size foil to what your riding abilities will be and get you on that correct tail. But I will tell you, make these small little changes. It will make your riding that much better. I will tell you, it will make you feel that you're riding a little bit sometimes too fast, sometimes it's turning. You will get used to it. You've got to push yourself to move up to that next level. Bringing that foil down, again, if it's in the Sonar system and you're on an MA, I say jump down to the surf. You'll love it. I still have a lot of my top riders who are still staying on the surf and sticking with it. Or if you really want to push it, the most pigeonholed is what they call the downwind. I would rather call this the glide. This thing is an amazing little snappy type wing, but it's not for everybody. Get out and give it a try. Anyway, that's Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com. If you have any questions about pairing or you wonder what you should jump to, don't hesitate. Give us a call, send us an email. Our goal is to keep you on the water, having fun and progressing in the sport. Anyway, that's Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com and Wingboarding.com to keep you on the water. Hey guys, Jeff here again. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. It really helps us out in making these videos. Have a great day.